Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So we are discussing multiple choice questions from the chapter Geometry, right? Coming to the first question, question number 34. Which of the following figures is congruent? Now what does this congruent means? Congruent means those figures that are same in the shape and size. Now if you look at the given options, all the given figures are the same in shapes, yes or no? See, both the figures in each option have the same shape, but when we look at the size, only option A, the figures in option A have the same size as the other. So option A becomes congruent figures. What are they, children? These two figures are said to be congruent because they are having the similar shape and size. Now coming to question 35, which of the following figure contains exactly 3 circles? So from the following figures, we have to find out the figure which has exactly 3 circles. Coming to figure A, we have 1 and 2 circles. Coming to figure B, we have 1 circle. Coming to figure C, we have 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3 circles, and coming to figure D, we have 2 circles. So which will be our correct option, children? Option C. Yes, the figure C has exactly 3 circles. Question 36. Which of the following pair of shapes when joined together, placing them edge to edge, can form a rectangle? So what is this? We have to join the given pair of shapes together so that they form a rectangle. If we look at option A, children, if we join these two figures together, see, I am joining this one here as well. So upon joining these two figures or joining these pair of figures, we get a rectangle. The resultant figure is a rectangle. Yes, so option A becomes our correct answer. I hope this is clear. Coming to question 37. How many triangles are there in the given figure? So what should we do? We should count the number of triangles. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I hope this is correct. Yes. So we are having 4 rectangles in this figure. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So option B, 4 becomes the correct answer. Question 38. Which one of the following has 6 square faces, children? You have to read the question again. Which one of the following has 6 square faces? So when we are talking about faces, the faces can be found only in 3D shapes. Option A, triangle, is a 2D shape. So A cannot be the answer. Coming to B, our cylinder has 3 faces. Yes, 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. Now neither of these 3 is a square. Is it in the shape of a square? No. So B is also wrong. Now coming to C and D. C is a cube and D is a cuboid. As we all know, both cuboid and cuboid have 6 faces. But in the question, they have clearly mentioned that it should have 6 square faces. So cube becomes our answer. All the faces of a cube are squares. If it was 6 rectangle faces, then our answer would be cuboid. Okay, children? So what is our answer here? 6 square faces is our square. So again, what did I say? 6 rectangle faces means we should go for cuboid. No, again it is also wrong. Rectangle has 4 square faces and 4 rectangle. Cuboid has 4 rectangle faces and 2 square faces. See, yes, these 2 are square faces and the remaining 4 are rectangular faces for a cuboid. Only a cube has 6 square faces, children. So option C is our correct answer here. Question 39. Identify who am I. I have one plane face which is my base. I have one curved face and one vertex. So our figure, that is our resultant answer, will have what? It will have one plane face, one curved face and one vertex. If we look at option A, square, square is a 2D shape, children, so we will not talk about faces here. Okay, again rectangle is also a 2D shape, so we will not talk about faces. Now coming to option C, cone. This is the shape of a cone. Let us see, does it have one plane face? Yes, it has one plane face, which is my base. Yes, here base means what? Which is at the bottom. Yes, so cone is having a plane face as its base. It is correct. Now coming to second condition, I have one curved face. Yes, the curved face, here it is a curved face, so this is also true. Now coming to third one, I have one vertex. Yes, it is having only one vertex. So here cone is fulfilling all these three conditions given in the question. So our figure that we want here is cone. Cone is the correct answer. Question 40. Match the shape of the following objects. What should we do, children? Here in list 1 we are having a certain objects and we have to match them with their shapes in list 2. So coming to the first one, a dice. Dice, how does a dice look? This is how a dice would be. Yes or no? So dice is in the shape of a what? Cube. So dice is matched with cube. Next comes a pencil box. Pencil box, again this will be our pencil box. Yes, again pencil box is also a 3D shape. We can rotate and see. So pencil box is in the shape of a cuboid. Now coming to C, that is a blackboard. Now coming to blackboard, children, blackboard is in the shape of a rectangle. It is not a 3D shape. Yes, it is. So blackboard comes in the shape of a rectangle. The shape of rectangle becomes, so the shape of blackboard becomes rectangle. Coming to a birthday cap. So this is how a birthday cap looks like. So what is this shape? It is in the shape of a cone. So D is matched with 3. Next up we have a bottle cap. See, this is how, let us see how does a bottle cap look like. Yes, a bottle cap looks something like this. Yes, so this is the shape of a, what is this, children? A bottle cap is in the shape of a circle. Bottle cap is in the shape of a circle. Actually it would be cylindrical shape, but here as we do not have cylinder, the nearest answer, we have to go for the nearest answer, which is the circle. Okay, if you have cylinder, choose cylinder, don't choose circle. So what are our correct answers now? Dice in the form of a cube, the shape of a pencil box is a cuboid, blackboard is a rectangle, birthday cap is a cone, and bottle cap is a circle. So these will be our correct answers, that is option B. A5, B2, C1, D3 and E as 4. E as 4. Clear, children? Question 41. How many edges does a cylinder have? If you remember about the properties of cylinder, children, does cylinder have any edges? Cylinder has 2 edges. Yes, see, this is our cylinder. What is an edge? Edge is where 2 faces meet. So these 2 faces meet here. So this will be one edge, and again these 2 faces also meet. So this will be our second edge, and both these edges are curved. Both the edges of our cylinder are curved. Yes. Now question 42. Choose the objects which have curved surfaces. Option A, book and blackboard. Do book and blackboard have curved faces, children? No, they have flat surfaces. Next, coming to B, option B, tube light, candle. Tube light and candle. What is this? Tube light and candle have both curved faces of surface and as well as flat surface. They both are in the shape of a cylinder. Yes or no? So they have both curved and flat surfaces. Coming to option C, cricket ball, orange and ring. Cricket ball, orange and ring. These three are in the shape of a sphere. So these have only curved surfaces. Only curved surfaces. So option C becomes our correct answer. I hope this is clear, children. Question 43. Each of the following figures have to be folded along a straight line in such a way that one part overlaps the other exactly. Which of the following cannot be overlapped? Overlapped means what? What is they saying? Suppose I am taking the figure A, that is a circle. I am drawing a dotted line in the middle. Okay, so after drawing the dotted line, I will fold my shape such that it overlaps. See, this is the left side, this is the right side. Yes, so that the left side is completely placed on the right side. I am folding it in half. Overlaps, it is on the other side. The left side is will come on the right side. Now in this way, so from the given 4 options, I can fold only 3 shapes like this, where both the sides will overlap each other exactly. One part overlaps the other exactly. Now which of the following cannot be overlapped here, children? That would be cone. Circle, square, circle, rectangle and triangle. These three I can overlap exactly, but for cone it is not possible to overlap exactly. Question 44. Count the number of line segments in the following figure. What should we do? Count the number of line segments. It is very easy, right? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So the total number of line segments in the given figure is 18. That is option C. Coming to question 45. A ray has two endpoints. We are having two statements here. Statement A says that a ray has two endpoints, and statement B says that line segment has indefinite length. Now coming to our ray, how does a ray look? This is a ray. Now from this, how many endpoints does our ray have, children? Ray has only one endpoint, but the statement here is saying that a ray has two endpoints. Now is this true or false? It is false. Statement A is false. Yes. Now coming to statement B, line segment has indefinite length. This is a line segment. Yes or no? A line segment has two endpoints and it has a definite length. Its length is fixed. We cannot increase the length. We can easily calculate the length of the line segment. Line segment has a definite or a fixed length. Yes or no? So again here statement B is saying that line segment has indefinite length, whereas a line segment actually has only definite length. So again statement B is also false. So what can we conclude? Both our statement A and statement B are false, or that is incorrect. So option D becomes our correct answer. Both A and B are incorrect. Question 46. Ajay was going to the market to buy things for his art project. His teacher asked him to get 5 meters of orange colored ribbon. Now this piece of ribbon he got can be used to represent which of the following? Now what did our Ajay do? He got 5 meters of orange colored ribbon. 5 meters of orange colored ribbon. Now what will it be? Will it be a line, ray or a line segment? When I am talking about this 5 meter ribbon, so the length is only this much. Orange colored, right? Okay, let me take orange only. assume that this is a 5-meter orange ribbon. Now, does this have two end points, or it has only one end point, or it has no end points? Can we extend the length of this ribbon now, children? No, we cannot increase the length of this ribbon. This length is fixed. It is having two end points. So the length is fixed. It is having a definite length. It is having a definite length. It is having two end points. So what will this be? Will this be a line segment, ray, or a line? Yes, it would be a line segment. It would be a line segment, children. When a certain measurement of cloth you take certain measurement of cloth or something, it will always be a line segment. Now coming to question 47. This is a cube. How many of these cubes are needed to make the figure shown below? Yes, we have already discussed a similar question in the previous class. Yes. So this is 1 cube, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So what are the total number of cubes that we use to make this figure? 12. So option C, 12 becomes our correct answer. Question 48. Komal put some shapes into the group shown below using the rule all sides of the shape are of equal length. Now which shape also seems to belong in her group? That means, what is this? All sides of the shapes are of the same length. So from the given 4 options, we have to find out the shape which has the sides of the same length. Coming to option A, square. Now how many sides does our square have? It has 4 sides. So are all these 4 sides of the same length? Yes. The main property of our square is that all the sides of the square are of same length. So we can put our square also in this group which has shapes whose sides are of the same length. Yes, when it comes to rectangle, only the opposite sides are equal. And even the figure C, the triangle we see here does not have the sides of equal length. And even the figure D does not have the sides of the equal length. So only option A square fits this group. So option A becomes our correct answer. Question 49. How many squares are not shaded in the given figure? Not shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Yes. So option B, 12 becomes our correct answer. Question 50. Look at the objects in the group below. Which of the following best describes how things in the group are alike? So these are all the objects in our group. Yes, they are grouped on the basis of which property? We have to find out they are grouped on the basis of which property. Is it because they are of the same shape, or because they are of the same color, or because they are of the same size, or because they are of the same weight? Which is the correct answer, children? What is the common thing among all these objects? The common thing is that they are of the same shape, or all these objects are star shaped. So option A, shape, becomes our correct answer. Question 51. Each of the signs below shows a different kind of road. Now which sign of the road is a curved line? So look for a curved line here. Which is a curved line? Option C is a curved line. Yes. So option C becomes our correct answer. Question 52. Which of the following statement about a square is true? So about the square, keep in mind we are talking about square. Coming to the first one, 2 sides are longer than the other 2 sides. Is this true? No. Now coming to B, one side is shorter than the other sides. No, false. Now coming to C, all 4 sides are of different length. Even this is false. Now statement D, all 4 sides are of equal length. Yes, this is our correct answer. What is the property of square? The property of the square is that all the sides of the square are of equal length. So option D becomes our correct answer. This is the only true statement about our square. Question 53. Three of the points on the grid below can be connected to make one line segment. Which three points are they? So we need to get a line segment. Line segment is a straight line. Yes, so we need to get a straight line. Upon joining which three points will we get our straight line? Let us look at option A, PRW. PRW. Is this a straight line? No. Coming to option B, PRT. PRT. Is this a straight line segment, children? Yes. So option B becomes our correct answer. When we join P, R and T, the points P, R and T, we get a line segment. So B is the correct answer here. Question 54. Each small square on the grid is one square unit 1. So how many square units are needed to make the shaded figure? Let us what should we do? It is simply counting the number of squares. Yes, I am drawing lines like this. Now let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So 12 units. 12 square units are needed to make our shaded figure. Now coming to 55. Which of the following figure can be overlapped when folded along the dotted line? Again, what is this overlapping? Overlapping here is nothing but when we fold these two in the middle, both the left and right side should be the same. If you look at figure A, see here in the below, we are having a small U shaped for the right side. Whereas for the left side, we do not have something like that. So we cannot overlap our figure A. So option A is wrong. Now coming to even option B. So even in option B, on the right side, we are having a small U shape. But on the left side, we do not have it. So B also cannot be overlapped. When we come to option C, yes, option C will overlap when we fold along the dotted line. Why? Because both the left and right sides of the figure are the same, are exactly the same. So the figure shall overlap when we fold along the dotted line. If you look at option D, see, on the right side we are having a hat, on the left side we do not have any such hat. So D also cannot be overlapped. Only C is our correct answer. Question 56. How many faces does the figure shown below have? What is this, children? This is a cube. Yes. So how many faces does a cube have? It has 6 faces. So option D becomes our correct answer. Question 57. The figure is made up of 4 squares. Find the length of each side of the square W. The size for a square, all the length of all the 4 sides are the same. Yes or no? If we get the length of this one side, the length of remaining sides is also the same. If you look at the given figure, the length of side Z is given, that is 6 centimeters. But for Y, what will be the length of the side, children? As we can see, Y and Z are of the same size. As we can see, they both are congruent figures. They are of the same size. So even the length of side of square 6 is all square Y is also 6 centimeters. For square X, the length of the side is 8 centimeters. So only the length of W is missing. So what can it be? If we observe the total length of the sides here, see, one side of W plus one side of W plus one side of X plus one side of Y plus one side of Z. See, when we add all these sides together, we get 34 centimeters. So from this, we already know the length of sides of 3 squares. Only one square's length is missing. So from the total, if we subtract the remaining lengths, Can we get our length of W? Yes, we can. So what is the total length? 34 minus the length of Z is 6. 34 minus 6, 28. Again the length of square Y is also 6. So 28 minus 6, 22. Again the length of square X is 8 centimeters. So 22 minus 8 is equal to how much? 14. So what are we left with, children? 14 centimeters. So what is this? The 14 centimeter is nothing but the length of each side of our square W. I hope this is clear. Option D, 14 centimeters becomes our correct answer. Question 58. Look at the group of objects below. Which of the following best describes how these objects are alike? Again, what is the common thing between all these boxes? Is it their shape, color, height or size? It is their shape. Option A, shape. All these are in the shape of a cuboid. See, rice container. The rice container is something like this. Isn't this a cuboid? Yes, it is a cuboid. Again, the jewelry box is also something like this, children. So again, this is also a cuboid. So these three objects of the group are alike based on their shape. They all follow the same shape, that is the cuboid. Question 59. Which of the following shows rectangular solid? Which is the rectangular solid here? Option D. Yes, by looking at the shape itself we can say it is a rectangular solid. Question 60. There are slanting lights in the figure. We have to count the number of slanting lines. What should we do? Slanting lines. This is a straight line. So all the remaining lines which are not straight become slanting, slightly slanting, or it can be steeply slanting or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 and 28. So what are the total number of slanting lines in the given figure? It is 28. That is our option D. Coming to question 61. Which two shapes below are exactly same to each other? So are they P and N? If we compare the figures P and N, are they exactly the same? No, it is wrong. Next, N and L. N and L. Are these two shapes exactly the same? No. So again B is wrong. Now coming to C, M and N. The shapes M and N, are these exactly the same? Yes, these two shapes are exactly the same. So M and N becomes our correct answer. What is the other name for these children? These two figures are congruent figures. Yes, remember this. Question 62. Which of the following is shaped most like a cylinder? So from the given four objects, the first is a cool drink, the next is a ice cream box, we have a ball and we have a cone. So which is shaped like a cylinder from this? Option A. Yes, option B is shaped like a cuboid, option C is a sphere and option D is a cone. So option A, the soda can, is shaped like a cylinder. Coming to question 63. An isosceles triangle has a dash. This is a new word again. We have learnt about triangles, but we have not discussed about the types of triangles. But for now you understand that isosceles triangle is a type of triangle. It is a triangle in which two sides are of the same length. What is it, children? Suppose if I have a triangle like this, the length of the sides, this is 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters and 4 centimeters. Here what are we observing? The length of these two sides is the same. Two sides, the length of two sides of the triangle are the same. So whenever we have such a triangle, we give a special name to the triangle. What is it? It will be called as an isosceles triangle. So option C it becomes our correct answer. What is an isosceles triangle? An isosceles triangle has two sides that are of the same length. And coming to the last question, children, from our chapter geometry, which of the following figures is a pentagon? Pentagon is a figure with 5 sides. So when you see any figure with 5 sides, it will be called as a pentagon. So count the number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sides. Option C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Option D has 4 sides and option B has 5 sides. Now tell me from these which is called as a pentagon? Yes, option B. Option B is having 5 sides. So the figure in option B becomes our pentagon. I hope this is clear, children. What did we learn extra new today? We've learnt what is a pentagon. We've learnt isosceles triangle and also we have learnt about congruent figures. The remaining were already discussed in our chapter. Yes, and with this we've completed the multiple choice questions from the chapter geometry. I hope this is clear for you.